All right, what is up, fam? Let's get this live stream rocking. And rolling. Okay, let me just see my tags are good. Make sure you guys are smashing up that like button. Okay, perfect. And we're almost done. Shout out to everybody coming on the live. Too many things I got to edit. I got to go to... Okay, perfect. Can we edit? Can we edit? Nope. Can't edit. Okay. All right, fam, what is up? Welcome to this crypto live today. White Knight 007, how you doing? Guys, yesterday was an absolute banger of a live. Banger of a live. I seriously would like to thank every single person for making it an awesome live, making it an inviting environment for the new people here that have never seen our content before, coming on here and seeing what is this tattoo guy doing, right? So I appreciate you guys keeping it respectful and keeping an open environment. I had a lot of fun last night. This morning, I had a bit of fun, but there wasn't too much happening in the morning, but we always make it a great environment. So here's the deal with Bitcoin, guys. Pump or dump. It is a full moon among us. Not that it means anything. All a full moon means is it could be a reversal, right? I want to check out the Lux Algo indicator and see what the moon is showing right now. Oh, it hasn't even printed yet. Okay, that's fine. We will turn that one off for now. Always does that. Okay. So let's see here. If we go to our indicator, close, short, long. What is up? I appreciate you. Tim, how you doing? CJ, DV, White Knight, Airly. So we are rejecting, guys, an inverse head and shoulder. I have to get rid of this thing. It's going to drive me insane. There we go. Okay. So here's the deal. A full super moon is among us. And this could possibly mean a couple things, just so you guys know. a reversal in trend, or a pump. Typically, you don't drop or you accumulate. Those are kind of the three things. There's not much behind it. There's a bit of data behind it, but essentially, the full supermoon does have an effect in the market. It could mean three things. You go up, you reverse, or you accumulate. Now, if you look at Asia, Asia is accumulating, okay? Tokyo is doing absolutely nothing other than accumulating. CJDV, I appreciate you being active, man, but I really have concerns for you. I don't know how you stay up this late. Brother, I really don't. I have concerns for you, all right? So again, guys, we're in a range right here at the resistance of the channel, which if you look at my RSI, it did break out. We've been targeting 95K for a while now. I don't know. That is borderline. I wouldn't call that a breakout. I definitely would not call that a breakout. But Bitcoin is absolutely in a pennant on the 5-minute, which really means nothing. The thing I want to show you guys right here is we are going up on the momentum indicator, which is our stochastic RSI. But we didn't break out. So we range in a little bit of a pump formation, kind of ranging into London. Hit the top here. And then it looks like we are going to probably drop after this. No, I love you on the live, brother. I'm concerned for your health. Tim, I knew you would be awake. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So I'm looking at a bit of a pump. I took profits on my short because I know there is a couple factors playing tonight, and we are completely oversold. We are moving up. I'm not saying a big pump, but I am looking at a little bit of a pump. An accumulative pump, right? We still never hit my 95K target. If Bitcoin was really going to drop, Bitcoin would have hit it. Also, we are an inverse head and shoulder right now. Now, why does that matter? It might not matter, but we are in an inverse head and shoulder, okay? So there's a lot of signs showing that we could have some upside momentum. If you do look at the 3-hour already, it is oversold. If you look at the 4-hour, the MACD is trying to cross down. But your 4 hours oversold. Now, here's what I've noticed, guys. The RSI never hit the top of the 4-hour. We are in a downtrend, yes. But before a major capitulation or a dump happens, this RSI typically should touch the top. So I'd be very, very cautious in the market right now, especially shorting. And guys, I'm pro short all the way, but there's a couple indicators here showing me that we're going to have some upside momentum. The caveat here is, are we going to break out or are we going to reject? So pretty much you want to draw your highlighting point right here. If it breaks out, you're going to notice a big RSI wick like that. If it doesn't break out, you're going to notice an RSI wick down, okay? And this is what we're waiting for. We're not in any trades at the moment. Well, I am in a Bitcoin short, I'll be honest, but I'm a stop loss set at break even, okay? Everyone is waiting tomorrow core PCE update. All right, perfect. That is important. It affects the market. We also have a full super moon among us, guys, which means that there is either going to be a reversal in the market trend or typically a pump in the current market cycle, okay? But we know Asia, Tokyo is in accumulation mode. So this morning we had a dump it with some manipulation. We were looking at that last night. It played out. Right now, Tokyo is in accumulation mode. So we're going to be in accumulation in this range. And it does look like we are breaking out. Okay, there we go. So we did, in fact, break the 15. But we didn't break the 1 hour. So that's fine. But here you can see we broke the 15 and we back tested the 15. It won't be a ridiculous pump. Well, it could be. We have an inverse head and shoulder. But I would say the top to about 94,129. No, I'm gonna get out of my Bitcoin short. I'm not liking it. I'm gonna close my position. 250 bucks. $250. That is USD, by the way. Looks like we're going to pump, guys. Personally, to me, the inverse head and shoulder shows that. And we've got this little breakout right here. Alejandro, how you doing? BTC, Ron, Sinster in the house. How are we doing? Let's go, fam. Let's ride this thing up. Remember what to do, guys. Get it on Twitch, too. Open up the stream on Twitch. Twitch.tv/BeastLimitless Trading. If you're not following, follow. Just open it. It helps us out. And we are technically actually monetized on here. I'm just waiting for the confirmation, which is pretty cool. And then if you guys want to be super awesome tonight, open up a separate window on Rumble. Rumble, we're looking a bit grim. Right? So we are on Rumble here as well, too. If anybody wants to open up a separate window, I greatly appreciate you guys. All right. Doing good. I feel a pump coming. I need to fill your bags. Fill my bags. Yeah, I'm feeling a pump coming too, possibly, if we break out of this. Like I said, inverse head and shoulder. Okay, what is XRP doing? Wow, came down to 210. XRP has a long ways to go to the bottom. I mean, to the top. So I don't know if I'd be looking for a short on XRP or not. I want to look at a... Okay, I got to redraw this chart. Can't deal with it. All right. So we've got Fibonacci retracement tool right here. We did bounce off the 618 already. It is forming a higher high, which is not too bad. So I'd essentially be waiting for XRP to break out right here and then continue up. So what I'm doing is I'm going to set an alert Gonna set an alert right here at about 212. 213, 212. And I want to see XRP pump because the 1 hour is starting to move up. Okay, what I'm going to do is take this as now a channel, right? So now this is technically a channel with XRP. Touch the bottom. Typically, you're not going to touch the bottom again. You would bounce off of a low before the previous trend and form a higher low. But even here, if you look at this pump right here, we are pretty much bouncing off the 618. So from this area right here, that would give us a new high target. On XRP. So yeah, I would say XRP is going to pump to about 240, or it does need to hold this channel, but as long as we hold it, we're looking good. And now we're in a little bit of an uptrend on XRP. So that 4 hours is almost oversold. But guys, keep in mind, we are in a macro downtrend. So these pumps will not, we could pump all the way to 95K right now. That would actually make sense, pumping to 95K on the full moon. That would make perfect sense to me because you've got a reversal in trend or you got a pump. And it did break out, kind of. What did the daily close at? Are we still moving up on the daily? Yeah, so we're still moving up on the daily. Daily MACD is looking good. 18-hour MACD is looking okay. We're just waiting for the 4 hour, and the 4 hour is continuing up. So I'm going to say we're going to have a little bit of a pump possibly here. All right, guys, smash up that like button. ICP arrow. Aerodrome. I want to see what that 4 hour gives me on my moon phases indicator, if it is giving me a long or a short. So I'm trying to wait for this 4 4-hour to close. Arrow did break. And backtest that smaller trend. But if I'm looking at the daily, we got a huge rounded bottom right here. Bang, right there. Remember, guys, when we hit 100 community members, guys, on the YouTube platform, we are going to give away $50. Let's see. We're literally 3 away, 99. You guys don't want to take my money. I got to figure out how to. Tim, do me a favor. I forgot to do it today. Been too busy. Find out how I can do a prize generator with Restream. Just on the people that are on the live, though. All right. Arrow is not looking too bad. Yeah, there's some really good bullish dive with Arrow right here. Three day is not too bad, but there's some pretty good bullish dives. So I would say Arrow could pop off to the top, roughly $1.20. It broke out now. The question is this a real breakout? Based on the 1 hour being oversold, based on the 4 hour oversold here, I would say there's a possibility. Yeah, not too bad. Arrow is looking very, very good. Gizmo, I appreciate you. Thank you for all this support. I'll look at ICP for you. ICP, internet computer. Ali634, how you doing? ICP is in this huge rounded bottom, flat at the POC, not moving at all. So your point of control, your volume node. Again, I personally could see ICP coming all the way down to 267. We've already broke the conversion line right here. Come down here, right? I would say ICP around 267 makes a lot of sense. Yeah, ICP has some more room to go down. So I would say about 267. I would set my alert here. It did break out for sure, but it is just making new lower lows. And our next support target on internet computer is right here. It is very, very bearish as well. ICP is below the 800 SMA, and you're also below the 200 SMA as well. So I'm actually going to set an alert here on ICP, guys, internet computer. Holy, Bitcoin is rough. Like, it is trying to break out, but that is flat as a nail. At this point, I'll take a little fake out pump to around 94K and call it a day. If it reaches 95, I don't mind. I'll manage my leverage. No, I'm probably going to put a separate order at 95 for a DCA. When is ICP going to pump? Not really sure. I'm looking at it hitting the bottom of the channel. There's some volume. Arrow, there's some volume. So if you guys want to find an entry on Arrow, this would be it, technically. The only problem I don't like about Arrow at the moment is it has lots of resistance. Olga, how you doing? Triple my Arrow bag. Let's go. Right? So here's how I would play Arrow. Shemer 2005. What's up, fam? I would personally play it this way right here. I know it is in a huge volume node range, but I can also see it broke out. So I don't want to miss the breakout, right? So right there's technically a breakout. I would set an alert right here on Arrow because if this does break out, you are going to get a pretty big candle. I didn't really see resistance right here. There is resistance there, but this is pretty much what you're looking at. This could be clocked as resistance. Essentially, though, Arrow does break out. Arrow is going to fly all the way to $1.20. You've got a bit of resistance right here, but if you get above this 800 SMA, Arrow is looking really good. Not too bad at all. Can I look at hype? Sure, we'll take a look at hype. What is up, checkmates? How you doing, brother? Okay, so if we're looking at hype, hype is in a rounded bottom. Again, the problem with hype I have is hype is also in a rounded top. If we do a little downtrend from here to here, hype is looking very, very good. Oversold. You know, I got to go look at total 3. So I'm going to set an alert here at resistance. I'm going to set, it's in a downtrend. I'm not going against the downtrend. So I'm going to set an alert right there. But it does look like hype could come back up here. You're looking decent off of this fair value gap. So you did, in fact, test and retrace this fair value gap. Okay, guys, so how this giveaway is going to work, because we're going to hit 100 tonight. Just absolutely unreal to me. I appreciate you guys. We've been doing this for literally a couple of weeks. Now, I've been trading for about 7 years, but I'll tell you the rules about the $50. I know $50 isn't a lot right now, guys. You could turn that into something on MetaTrader or trading. Later on, it'll be 100, then 200, then 300, then 1,000, and all that other jazz. Okay, so yeah, I'm liking hype. I'm liking hype. It's just really tough for me to be bullish in a downtrend on this, but it is looking pretty good. Tokyo, the last couple days have been very boring, guys. Like, let's look at the session here. 95K is coming. On the full moon type of day, it would make very sense we pump to a lot of sense we pump to 95K. Here's the breakout. It officially broke out. There you go. There's the Bitcoin breakout right there. I've been waiting for this 95K like a deer in headlights. It could also pump to 94 and reject, but okay, now I'm going to reset my orders on Bitcoin at 95K because I stopped all my. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to redraw this. I'm going to redraw this trend right here. We're going to take away the trading sessions, London, New York, but I want to show you guys quickly what is happening here. So you can see, guys, that Tokyo has been in accumulation for this whole week. All right. Prime wants to keep on pumping. Let's go, Ron. I hope you're making good money off of Prime. So the only channel I do care about right now is this channel right here. I care about the downtrend channel. And honestly, guys, we're probably going to pump higher than 95K. Hold on. Yeah. 95.3 is what I would set my order. Well, 95 is we kind of still got resistance right here, but that is okay. I'm going to set my order to 95. I'm going to redo this whole thing. So I'm just going to do 95. I'm not going to be greedy. 95. Limit at 10x, 95,000. Open short. And then on MetaTrader, we're going to open up a short as well on Bitcoin. Buy limit. Okay. We're going to buy at 95K. Stop loss. Take profit. Sure. All right. So we set our price at 95, stop loss 96.4, same thing. Take profit 91.8. There's our MetaTrader place. Okay, so I've got my shorts lined up. I'm just hanging out. If it plays out, it plays out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm not going to try to short this anytime quicker. I'm not going to, especially with the breakout here on the RSI. This breakout on the 15-minute RSI definitely says that we are going to have a little bit of a move up. This is a market that legends are made 100% wrong. So this is the only channel I do care about. Obviously, we're in a downtrend, but the downtrend is to about $98,000 Bitcoin, right? All right, Prime. Now, again, guys, I will not long this market. I will not. If anything's pumping, I don't. Unless it is actually, no, personally, I'm not long in the market. But I will look at trades too long for you guys. Okay, so Prime, we'll just look at Coinbase here for a moment. Okay, let's see what Prime could do. Okay, so here's a little channel on Prime. Beautiful pump. It's oversold in the 15. 1 hour has bearish divergence. But yeah, Ron, you're right. This is where legends are made. Some people are going to be scared to trade this market. Okay, so I could see Prime. I could see Prime. Oh, it is breaking the conversion line. If we break out of this channel right here, Prime could potentially, and this is if we break above, because this is now our conversion line, and you're breaking above the conversion line, or you want to call it the middle line, Prime could go to about $283. I would definitely keep an eye on Prime. This has a lot more pump in it for sure. But Bitcoin is my sword of approval right now. I don't know. With that 15-minute overbought, we definitely did break out. So we're just waiting. It looks like I don't know. We'll see. Okay, how about Zcash? ZEC. Look at that. We're almost hitting the top of the channel. Look at that. I'm going to redraw this channel here on Zcash because I don't think I drew it that good. So Zcash looks it looks like it wants to break out. I think it did in the 4. There you go. Zcash absolutely broke out in the 4 hour. So we're getting a bit of a, what you want to call it, full moon, super moon pump. And just so you guys know, because I do have ChatGPT, it is my best friend. We talk all the time. We have a good relationship. No, I'm kidding. This is, I'm not going to pretend to be any guru here or anything, but this is crypto and full moon case. So full moon increased chance of upside or reversal, okay? And it is a full super moon today. Again, this is not guaranteed. It's a psychological behavior pattern observed by many algo traders, okay? Emotional cycles in traders, liquidity timing, pure self-fulfilling prophecy. Again, it's an idea, right? After the full moon, Bitcoin has historically had a higher than random chance of short-term upward movement, okay? If you want, I can pull a chart of recent BTC moves versus moon phases. We can do that later, but you could talk to ChatGPT and say, hey, compare every single moon phase and look at it. But I would say one of the reasons I was cautious today is because of that super moon, essentially. But holy, is this ever molasses in January? Like, come on. What does my broccoli do? I got out of broccoli. I made 300 bucks, right? I got out, and I'm glad I got out because I probably am wanting to get back in at the top. Because I notice it actually bounced off of this area right here. And how about turbo? Hopefully you guys made money on broccoli if you shorted it at the top. Made some quick money. Turbo is, this is like the weekend trap, but on Thursday. Yeah, 100% Sinster, exactly. We know the market's going to drop. Like, we're in a downtrend. But, man, if Turbo can go back up to here, I will be so happy because I'm waiting for Turbo to break this channel here. So at this point, I'm just looking for this short-term channel. I know it has resistance, but we hit the top. We broke out. We pumped sideways. We faked out. We're still in this ranging channel. It is very, very possible Turbo pumps one more time before a drop, which would be exit liquidity. So keep an eye on it. I would be setting alert right here, 002250. If you're new to the Beast Limitless trading channel and network, guys, let me hear it. Welcome. Where are you tuning in from? All right. So we looked at Prime. We looked at Zcash. Wow, Tron is pumping #1 right now. Not pumping, but trending. Well, Zcash is actually trending, but holy, what is happening with Tron? There is no way I'm longing Tron, but I will say I will find the short and I will ride it all the way down. And guys, when we break out, we're bullish again. I'm not going to be shorting, by the way. So just so people know, actually, this could be a good long. Tron, what are you doing to me? You're making me go against my trend. The reason I would even think about longing this is because Tron doesn't move. But this could pop. Tron could pop all the way up to here. Now, if we look at Tron in the higher time frames, I'm talking my weekly. I want to see where, holy man, this is, I want to see if Tron has actually broken the uptrend. Oh, this is psycho. Tron never actually broke the uptrend. Tron might be the only coin that hasn't broke the uptrend on the macro. Okay, I gotta go look at total 3. Here's the thing, guys. Scared money don't make money, okay? It's the reality. This is brutal. This is brutal, TA. Okay. We know Bitcoin is going to go to 89 or 98K. We know that. So this doesn't surprise me that coins are around 99. Okay, maybe. By default, I would call this a mini altcoin season. It could be definitely a bull trap, but here's the thing, guys. Because Bitcoin has so much more room to pump, and all Bitcoin is doing is ranging, I would call this a mini bull trap altcoin season. The reality is Total 3 broke out. So it doesn't matter what I think. Look at the chart, and Total 3 broke out. And not only did Total 3 break out, it is also backtesting. Am I still looking for shorts? Yes, because we're in an actual downtrend channel, except for Tron. So this is fun because we can actually look at coins starting to run. So if this isn't a fake out, riddle me this for a minute. If this was not a fake out and Tron's pumping because it's actually bouncing off the channel, okay? The top on Tron would be 31. But if this was not a fake out, Tron could potentially pump to 57 cents. So for me, I still will be shorting Tron. At the top, but I can see Tron going for about 32. Solana. So Solana down back tested the downtrend. Yep. The short-term downtrend here. Absolutely it did. Just gotta make sure I'm yeah. Chris Klein, how you doing? No problem, fam. So normally the live is going to be 8 to 8:30 p.m. I'm giving a window, and the reason I'm giving a window is because I have too many issues with streaming softwares. Yeah, man, like Ron, this is bullish. You're coming down on the 4-hour, and you're settling here at the breakout. Guys, honestly, it looks like the whole market's about to rip, kind of. There's a huge 50% attached to that, all right? Another thing too is, again, even though I've sounded pretty bullish, if we reject this, then we come back down, okay? So it could be possibly a super moon fill pump to about 95. Okay, what is Ethereum at? So Ethereum broke out like really long time ago. And then we're at the side of this channel here in ETH. We're just waiting for the 4-hour to drop a bit and then come back up and touch the top of your resistance channel right there, right? Great for spot or very low leverage plays. Absolutely. Yeah. Again, for all the new people, guys, if you're not on Twitch, make a Twitch account, open up Twitch in a separate window. I'm trying to grow Twitch, Rumble, and X. And you could go follow me on X. At Beast Limitless Bitcoin or BeastX. So if you guys have an X account, go follow the X. I set up a trade right here. I already posted one. It was a profitable trade. Looking pretty good. I would love to see the market pump all the way to 95-ish, wick all the way back down, consolidate into New York, and then New York drop it back down to 84. We'll see, though. Sinster Aster. Okay. A-S-T-E-R. Fast Easy in the house. What are we doing, brother? How are we doing? Guys, this channel is really growing quick, rapidly, fast pace. I am probably giving away $50 on the live today. Aster is looking very, very, very bullish. Very. Hit the bottom. Aster is on an uptrend. Bro, we're going live twice a day. I never used to do that. So 8 p.m. roughly to 8:30 and then 8 a.m. to 8:30 roughly. No Discord at the moment, Chris. We will be creating one, but we're using mighty.beastlimitless.com. It is our app. It is completely free. All right. So essentially, this is our app right here for the new people. Come talk in the pack chat. All right. But I post trade setups right here. It is completely free. no strings attached. Be a part of the community. All right. Yeah, Aster's looking fire. The MACD is still open. The 1 hour is moving up. Keep an eye on ASTER. This thing could absolutely rip to the top of like 148. Yeah, that is a beautiful wick. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is a coin you would not short. I'm going to say why. So remember, we keep on talking about shorting, shorting, shorting. It isn't that I'm bearish, guys. I go against the trend. I will go against the trend with, I will go follow the trend with a coin that is in an uptrend. Aster is definitely in an uptrend. So you wouldn't want to short this ever. Unless it hit the top, maybe. But you'd be looking for a long. My thing is, I wanted to break above the conversion line before I get into it. Personally, just how I trade. But yeah, if we're above this conversion line, I'm going to get into a leverage, low leverage, or a spot and ride it all the way up to here. You found Aster on the RSI heat map. There you go. How about Zen? Remember Zen? I was like waiting for the short. I forgot about it. I did forget about it. We have a very big downtrend on Zen. Let's go. I appreciate you guys. We hit 100. Thank you. Dark Scheme X, appreciate you. Guys, we've only been doing this for a week on this network, on this channel, so I appreciate you guys. Means a lot. Now I got to give away money. People like money, man. People like money. Okay. I'll figure it out at the end of the live. If you want to get money given away, $50, it's not a lot, guys, right? We're at 100 subs, but once we keep on growing, it'll be at the end of the live. So whoever is active at the end of the live will be able to get that. And you could turn $50 into like 1,000. I've done it multiple times. But I am going to try and figure out how to connect Restream. So smash that like button, guys. I appreciate you. And shout out to everybody, guys, because it is going to be a really fun 2026. Oh, man, this is a lot of work. Okay. Figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I might have to enter this all randomly. Okay. Not really finding anything on Zen at the moment. But Zen is probably going to dump all the way to 730. So I would definitely be looking for a trade on Zen at some point if it breaks this area right here, unless yeah. So Zen is in limbo, as is Bitcoin. Okay, we're going to do this a bit different, guys, because I can't just enter everybody's name. So we're going to do a number at the end of the live. We're going to do a number from 1 to 100. Okay. At the end of the live, we're going to do a number from 1 to 100. It is completely random, but it works a bit easier. And I'm going to have to figure out how to attach an actual name generator. Okay. So there may be a bit of skill with this. Maybe. Okay. What was I doing? Aster, finding. And I will literally transfer you the money on the live. So my entry would be when the 15-minute is oversold. Okay? When the 15-minute is oversold, that would be my entry on ASTER. Trade Intuition, what is up? That one guy, how you doing? I'm in Aster. Let's go. Shout out to all the new people in the live. And we're just waiting. We're waiting till the 15 minutes overbought. If I'm going to get into this trade, it'll be when the 15-minute is overbought. Because the 4-hour is settling here for sure. First time watching the live, shout out to you. I appreciate you. Yeah, if you want to win prize at the end of the live, small cash prize, just pick a number between 1 and 100. Not yet. Do you go live this time a lot? I go live 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. CST this time, or 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. So twice a day. I know I sound like a broken record, guys, but we have an app. If you're new, go join the app. It is free. You don't have to pay for nothing. This is like our own app, but for Telegram in a way. Poster wins, join the community, live streams are going to be posted here, all that jazz. We're going to be doing a big training at the beginning of the year. If you want to learn the RSI, I'm probably the best in the game at the RSI. A lot of people don't really know the RSI. My business partner and I could teach on the RSI for sure. Okay, so we're going to look and see if this is 15-minute when it's overbought, right? But yes, we could definitely talk about teaching about the RSI. And a lot of people use it wrong. At this point, we're aiming for 95.5. We're not even looking at 95 anymore. Appreciate you, brother. So basically, RSI, quick capital here. So you got to break out. You got to break out of trend. You got to redraw it to the price action. If it rejects your 60% to 50% up here, you're usually bearish. If it rejects your 40%, you're usually bullish, and it will bounce off of the 40% or the 60% if you're bearish. All right. And then you'll be in a continuous downtrend. So if you look at Bitcoin on the daily, or I guess on the 4-hour, we can see we kept on rejecting the 60% and the downtrend kept on going down. And I'm just giving you a very quick lowdown on it. The RSI is a whole training in itself, okay? But we will be doing trainings on the RSI yet. How was the 2-hour old and cold Mexican food last night? It was homemade, but it was really good. I just warmed it up. Okay. I appreciate you guys. If you guys are any trades, any new people here, please let me know. Don't be afraid to ask. Okay, World Liberty Financial is a coin on my radar because it is in a massive uptrend right now. Just kind of like Aster. And no problem. We'll do a full training on it, right? But welcome to the fam. Welcome to our gig here. See, this is what I mean, guys. Like, I know I keep talking about short because the market's bearish, but I would never, ever say to short World Liberty Financial or Aster. We're in an uptrend. There is no reason to short either or, which is why it looks like this will explode. It's oversold. WLFI could make a pretty big pump to about 19 at this point. And if you look at it, I think from right here to here, it bounced off the 5 and it is ranging at your 382. I have this flipped around. So this isn't actually my 618. My 618 is down here, okay, for the new people. But I have it flipped around so I can see my take profit. So that is the 382. I'd be looking at WLFI, guys. This is ranging at the POC at your volume node right here. Should I take profit from BTC and buy Aster? I do already have. I can't tell you what to buy, non-financial advice. I really can't tell you what to buy. But I can tell you the setup. Everyone seems to be bullish on Aster right now, so we'll focus on that one. I personally wouldn't. This is myself, okay? You guys do what you want. I personally would not buy Aster until the 15-minute is oversold, okay? So we can see it completely overbought right here. If we're talking about the RSI, we already hit the top once, which means technically this can continue to pump to the top because we hit the bottom. We hit the bottom here. And if you're looking right here, that would be called bullish divergence. All right. Yeah, that would be bullish divergence. And that is why you had a pump on Aster. Okay. But I would be waiting till the 15-minute is oversold. Even possibly the 1 hour, but more the 15. Okay. But yes, it is looking very, very good. And it is in a very big uptrend. All right. BTC long from 85K. There you go. I've bought every dip except the bottom. A lot of us feel the same way. That is the market. All right. So guys, kind of the same deal here. We're in accumulation AMD, right? For the new people, I'm going to do a little bit of a lesson for the new people here. AMD accumulation. Normally, Tokyo will accumulate or distribute, which is dumping or pumping. M is manipulation. Normally, London or New York manipulates. I don't really see Tokyo does manipulate, but haven't recently too much. And then D is distribution. It'll pump price or sell off price from that manipulation or accumulation phase. Okay. So essentially, we can see that Tokyo session right now is in accumulation. Why do we know that? Because Tokyo has not moved price since the market opened at 9 a.m. Okay. And it hasn't dropped the price at resistance either. So that means that New York or London will either be manipulation or distribution up or down. All right, fast, easy, radium. Look at that pump, guys. I think we were looking at a pump on radium the other day. We looked at radium yesterday, and it just pumped to the top of the hold on. Shout out to all the people on the live, guys. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch me going over charts. Okay, so we did break out, but we had a fake out, of course. This kind of feels like retrograde kind of trading. I don't know why, but it just does. Okay, we're rejecting with a tweezer reversal here at the top of our 800 SMA, obviously key resistance. I would not be shorting this with a 10-foot pull because it already broke out. So again, guys, I am giving a small cash prize at the end of the live for hitting 100 community members here. I appreciate you guys. Really means a lot. We started this channel last week, and we've been growing it. So, yeah, I wouldn't short this, but it didn't break out of this resistance right here, but I would say it's probably going to come down and fake out. And then continue up. Because you also got a golden cross right here too. Yeah, our app is completely free. If you join, completely free. Don't got to pay for a thing. Yeah, I would wait till radium's oversold and kind of see what it is going to do. It looks like it's going to fake out and continue to pump. BTC Ron, nobody is talking about say. You're right, brother. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? It's so tough for me to long downtrends. So I'm going to create an alert right there. I want to see what happens. Say. Okay. Wow. Big downtrend. This channel's drawn a long time ago. I don't even I must have looked at this a long time ago. Say it's in a huge downtrend, but when it breaks out, it will eventually break out. I think I see Say chasing this wick, but it is one to watch for sure. I can definitely see Say faking out and pumping to 16 cents in this area right here. Have I seen Firo? Small supply, it's a privacy coin like ZEC and has big potential. Check out Firo. Yeah, Bitcoin's hitting that downtrend. This is why I don't go against the trend and I wait. Yep, we're rejecting. We're hitting that RSI. We never hit it yet, though. I think it could. Boom and boom. As much as I want to say 95K, guys, I got to see what the London session does. Tokyo is literally just ranging. Nothing for me to trade in Tokyo, at least with Bitcoin, until I see what London does. But we are at resistance and it hasn't broken out yet. So this is very, very, lot of caution to the wind, essentially. Okay, I will check out Firo, F-I-R-O. Not too bad. So if we take, normally I wouldn't go to the monthly, but the monthly in this scenario does matter. Man, everything is just breaking out and faking out. It did break trend. Yeah, this is just ranging in this area right here. It is bullish. This is not bearish by any means. Very, very bullish. And it's oversold on the 3-day and the daily. So I can see Firo pumping all the way up to 24 bucks. Bouncing off this support here. It is kind of in no man's land at the moment, but it has support here, and it is just ranging. ONT delisted, heading south. Okay. Ontology's delisted, really? Crazy, crazy. Yeah, looks like Ontology is. is done. I don't know how much longer it's going to drop, but like you've got a downtrend from right here to right here. Guys, for all the new people, I've been playing two coins, broccoli and turbo. Broccoli has the potential to dump all the way down to here, about 15%, okay? So broccoli is one of my favorite trades I've been trading the last couple of days shorting. And then turbo, I'm waiting till turbo breaks this support. If turbo breaks this support right here, turbo will drop a lot. Okay, so 27%. So I'm just waiting. There's a death cross in formation here on the 15-minute with your 800 SMA. Already broke the trend. Just waiting for the drop on turbo. Maybe we shoot up one more time. Okay, but I've been printing on turbo every day, been shorting turbo. Thoughts on ZEC? Okay, we looked at ZEC earlier. We looked at Zcash earlier, and it did do this rounded bottom that we looked on the live. This was our target right here, just about 406, and it is overbought. So usually I would be shorting right here, but I'm not going to get into any trades tonight. I'll be in bed, but this is normally where I would be shorting. There's a caveat to that. The caveat is ZEC broke out. So it broke out on the RSI. It's overbought. Scratch that. I probably wouldn't be shorting it. I would wait to see what happens because it already broke out on the RSI and you have a golden cross. So no, I wouldn't be shorting it. I'd be waiting to see what happens on ZEC. I don't know what I think about. $15-minute, 1 hour is overbought. I'm going to hop into a Bitcoin short and see if we break out. If we break out, I get out. But I'm going to hop into a Bitcoin short with a tight stop loss because even though I want that 95K, we are completely overbought on the 45-minute and we are completely overbought on the 1 hour. And that 95K is beautiful, but the short is looking a lot more beautiful. I want us to be bullish, guys. I really do. But London, okay. So a little bit of live trading, non-financial advice if you're going to follow me. I opened up a short, and here's my method to my madness. If I look at the 15-minute, I see we're in an inverse head and shoulder. That is absolutely correct. But being that we're over top almost at the 1 hour and we haven't even moved in the downtrend, it looks to me that London's going to sell off. And then New York would probably be manipulation again. That's what it looks like to me, because the MACD was crossing down and I didn't like how we were oversold. But now that we're completely overbought, if we hold this tweezer reversal here on Bitcoin, this is going to be a short, okay? So if we're for sure dropping here, man, too much chaos going on, too many lines, right? So right here is what I'm looking at. Speaking of RSI, that one guy, you want to look at the RSI, I can see my stochastic moving up, and I can see we're just at the peak. We already broke the trend. So now we're pretty much just waiting for this to drop. Yes, we are in accumulation, but London, if we're overbought in London, I don't think we're going to hold this. Now, if we break out, guys, then we pump all the way up. But being that we're overbought in the 30-minute, being that we're overbought in the 45-minute, and being that we're in a downtrend, I'd be okay holding a short. Where I'm going to get out is just above there. That is it. If it breaks out, it breaks out. I get out, sayonara. I lose like what, $100? Like not much. Actually, I probably should look at my. It could still pump back up to 92.6, but 93.3. We'll go stop loss. $92.9 maybe to 93. All right. So I noticed this tweezer reversal here, which is why I'm essentially shorting the market. Now I'm going to set an alert on Bitcoin. Yes, I do got to post all the socials in the description. You're absolutely right. Make sure you guys follow on Twitch, Rumble, X.com. Fast Easy, I have Bookmap. I just don't use it on the live because it's a lot of power for the computer. All right, we're in a short. There's that tweezer reversal playing out right there. Live trading 101, fam. Where's sellers are in control. Like I said, we are in a downtrend, right? So my take profit, my take profit would technically be about 90,300. But honestly, because this broke the trend, this could go all the way back down to 85K. You've got 20 minutes left on this 4-hour close. Boom. All right, guys. So for the new people, yes, we do live trading on the live. I can't show you guys on the computer because because of my VPN. And if I use a VPN with the streaming software, it will mess it up. So I'm going to show you guys I am in a live trade. And here is my entry. So here's my entry, just so you guys know. Now I'm in at 92.347, really. 10x. Josh, fill in the blank. Put all my money into blank for a guaranteed 10x. LOL, no pressure. Can I say no coins right now? Probably Mu. You're going to get 100%, which would be a 10x. But it would have to break that downtrend. That's the problem. A lot of coins are in a downtrend at the moment, so it's tough for me to say to get into anything right now. If I was going to get into any project, it would be Aster or WLFI. Yes, non-financial advice. Thank you very much, Fast Easy. Non-financial advice. Please do your own research. I can't give you guys things to buy, but I can give you guys suggestions, and Aster and WLFI is in an uptrend. Those are the two things that I'd be looking at if I'm looking at making money on something. All right. Okay, so we're up $100 on MT4 or $50. What am I talking? And then we're up, right? So I'm trading on MetaTrader. And then I'm trading on MEXC, okay? MetaTrader and MEXC. I'm actually going to move this. I'm going to move this trade. I'm going to close my position, and I'm going to use a higher lot size. So give me a moment. Where's my lot size? There we go. Up. 1. Okay. We're going to do this one more time. Never going 100%. Yeah. Give me a minute, guys. I'm just adjusting my thing one more time here. 2. Take profit down here. Stop loss up there. Okay. Modify order price. 250. Boom. There we go. And I got a higher lot size now. So I'm looking for this to drop all the way down to here. All right, and for those of you that don't know what lot size is, guys, I'm talking about MetaTrader. And then I'm also on MEXC as well. What is XAUT doing? I had to focus for a moment because if I mess something up, I could liquidate an account in minutes with MetaTrader. Seconds, actually. All right, guys. So I know a lot of people can't trade gold on their exchange, but if you have XAUT, which is gold tether, you should be able to trade it. There is a move coming up on gold, guys, which is going to be to the top of around 4,300. If this breaks out, then it should pump here, but you're looking at the top. This is a really good trade to check into. The reason this is a good trade to check into is because gold is bouncing around at a fair value gap. Fast, easy. I'll message you later about it. All right. MetaTrader is the best. Prop firms and MetaTrader. Lot sizes. You can literally make $300-400 in 10 minutes. You can also lose it. But with Bitcoin, game over. MetaTrader. Okay. So Aster, I'll check that one again. Here's the thing, guys, with gold, XAUT, if you're on your exchange, if it breaks out, it will break out all the way to here. That is good profit, but I'm not talking about just profit for that. I'm also talking about a possible short because what you can see here, that gold hit the top. No, they have Bitcoin, they have Ethereum, they have Litecoin. Okay. Yeah, you're looking at a big pump, but I would also be looking at a potential short right here too. I don't like trading when things are in the middle of the channel, okay? If I was going to get gold, I would have got it down here. I'm really looking for a short, honestly. Risk to reward, right? We want to go 1 to 3, 1 to 5. Again, for the new people, guys, 1 to 3 and 1 to 5. If I'm opening up along here, okay, and my stop loss is right here. No, you don't have to KYC. Not at all. Bro, I'll message you later about it, okay? I'm working on something in the back end. But right now, my goal is to get MetaTrader down perfectly. So 4,300 to here is not, your stop loss would literally have to be right here, and we're probably going to put it there. So that is not really a good trade, 1 to 2. When I'm looking at Bitcoin, though, like I said, this could potentially push up to 92.6 again, potentially, although it's pretty much rolling over. When I'm looking at Bitcoin, though, guys, when I enter a trade right here, and we get in on a short right here, whatever we got in. I was on a short earlier too, up at 92.6, so I'm making money, right? This is a 1 to 3. My stop loss is going to be 92.9. So 1 to 4. Actually, it's a 1 to 4, yeah. So that is a good trade. When you guys find trade setups, you want to find 1 to 4, 1 to 5, you will be rich, absolutely rich. I'm not guaranteeing that, of course, but it's because you're a patient trader and you're looking for the money. You're not trying to get into quick trades, right? By quick trades, I mean trades that aren't 1 to 3s or 1 to 5s. So London, it looks like we are going to drop. I would love to distribute into London and just manipulate in New York. Then I wake up and I'm in profit, right? Yes, but you need to connect MetaTrader to a prop firm, though. I will go in the new year. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do Bitcoin and Forex on MetaTrader. Okay, that is the plan. Right now, I'm trying to do something in the back end to guarantee I don't liquidate an account. Because if you enter one wrong thing on MetaTrader, you're liquidated. Your money will go lower than low, but it will also go higher than high. Okay. So in the new year, guys, we will talk about MetaTrader. Let me do what I'm going to do. Okay. And I'll share my vlog series of what I'm doing, which I've been doing in the background. We've got 365 days to a millionaire coming out. We've got daily funded account vlogs coming out. Try to get a funded account on a prop firm with MetaTrader. I'm doing that in the back end. I'm just not posting it yet. In the new year, you will see that content. Okay. Ron, I know, right? I appreciate you guys. Seriously, guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the fam. Again, if you're new here, stick around. We are giving a small cash prize at the end for all the new subscribers. I personally am in a Bitcoin short. Non-financial advice. Do what you wish with your money and protect your capital. Okay, so this is why I didn't want to get in yet, because the 15-minute was overbought, 15 minutes oversold. Now, this is where things get tricky on Aster. Everything is looking good. The thing I don't like is right here to right here. We're in a little bit of a range, so I'm fine with that. But the thing I don't like getting into a trade, obviously, if it breaks this range, boom, we fly, right? And it is in an uptrend, guys. It will break it, but we're overbought on the 1 hour time frame. So now I want to wait till the 1 hour is oversold. Okay. The 4 hours oversold. The 1 hour is oversold. If it goes the opposite way, we don't lose that much, right? Look, it is going to try and play that pennant in this accumulation phase. So we've got this accumulation phase. Bitcoin can still come up to 92.6, guys. Keep that in mind. And then roll over to 90K. But if this tweezer reversal closes in 6 minutes, this should be the short-term top. Wow, we're almost at 110 subs, community fan members. You guys are insane. I appreciate you. It means a lot. And one more thing I want to point out to the new traders on the live, guys, or the new people to crypto or to our live. This is going to predict the direction of the market. Your MACD on the weekly, your MACD on the monthly, your momentum indicator on the monthly. I bet you any money people are not looking at this, okay? We have never had a cross down on the MACD on the monthly. Here, we crossed up. Where was Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin was all the way around 17,000. Okay. Now we finally crossed on the monthly. So you got to keep that in mind. And we were in a rising pattern. And I'm only showing this to new people because the OG guys, we have done this multiple times. We have broken out of the rising pattern. So this isn't going to be a quick recovery. Oh, Bitcoin dropped, blah, blah, blah. The reason we're not dropping right now is because we're hitting a fair value gap of liquidity to push us up. But then we're also battling an area right here to push us down, okay? And again, guys, if Bitcoin closes this 1 hour time frame on a tweezer reversal, we are dumping shortly. If you took the short based on your own TA, based on checking your leverage and all that, I will tell you what I'm doing. My stop loss is at 92.9. I would probably put it up to 92. Yeah, 92.9. And my take profit is going to be around 90,004 or lower. Okay. Let's go. Smash that like button, guys. Let's get this live trending all over the world right now. Right now, right now. MK5670, welcome to the fam. I appreciate you. Tips bad at game. Shout out to you. Now, here's one thing, guys. This is also a wick. So what Tokyo could do if they want is they could just run it up to 92.5, go for a liquidation, and then come back down. I'm just kind of letting you guys know what could happen. What is Broccoli doing? I actually don't. Nothing. Dropping, sure. But Bitcoin is going to be more fun to make quicker money for sure. Where are you guys all tuning in from? Where across the world? We got a lot of new people on here. So I want to go look at Aster for a moment. There we go. So that is why I didn't want to enter a long or a spot trade yet. Now the question is, are we going to hold this inverse head and shoulder? Because technically, if you redraw it, it could go down to, no, that is the point. Shout out to Toronto, Canada. I am close to you, very close. Shout out to Toronto. Southern Arizona. And yeah, for all the new people, we're doing a small cash giveaway at the end of the live. Okay, now I want to look at total 3. Because remember I said, guys, this could be the biggest bull trap ever. Not ever, but a bull trap nonetheless. We still haven't broken this on total 3. Shout out to the Philippines. That is my second home. So total 3 is pretty much, what the heck was that? Did you guys see that? Or was that me? Looked like a candle and then a drop. So yeah, total 3 is coming down on the 4-hour now, guys, which essentially means that this is probably going to be a fake out breakout. Now, for those of you that are like, oh, Bitcoin is going to be coming back up. Yes, it could come back up, right? So it could wick all the way back up to 92.6, just so you know. We did form a tweezer reversal. It even looks like Asia manipulated a bit, even though we're consolidating, because that is a manipulation wick. All right, is anyone any trades, guys, at the moment y'all want me to look at? Is all the new people signed up for beastlimitlessmighty.com? It is our free app, no strings attached, 100% free. You just kind of get the information. And if you are in an active trade at the moment, please post it and I will look at it. Yeah, I guess that would be definitely manipulation. Solana, okay. See, I don't like the MACD on Solana. If there's anything I've ever learned in trading, don't ever go against your MACD, ever. That one guy, I appreciate you, brother. So that imaginary candle is real. That was crazy, Tim. It made my eyes like go crazy. So Solana is still on an uptrend here. And you can kind of see it is bouncing off of it. If Solana comes back up to 143, 144, I probably would short it. I do want to go look at the MACD on Bitcoin real quick on the 4-hour. Yeah, so the MACD is absolutely red on the 4-hour time frame. And we are still in that downtrend on the 1-hour time frame. Okay. All right, what is actually trending right now that XRP's dumping? How about Near Protocol? Near and I are best friends. No, we're not, actually. I don't know what. Near is absolutely brutal. I'm thinking of taking a position. SHX interested in what entry you would suggest. Is that crypto or stock? I imagine crypto. Near is ranging at the POC, but it already broke out. Like, Near is a weird one. Near has the same exact pattern as ICP did, and it isn't doing anything. Maybe we're waiting for this golden cross here. Okay, let's check it out. SHX. Okay. Oh, Stronghold. I remember when this thing was pumping like crazy. Back in like 24. Yeah, around here. This thing was absolutely skyrocketing. Okay. So one thing I do want to point out, of course, we're not trading the weekly. But technically, if you look at this right here, Stronghold is backtesting the uptrend. So non-financial advice, it could fly, absolutely, but it even had, yeah, V-shaped recovery, inverse hand shoulder. But you can see your daily is very, very overbought. One more thing is your RSI is rejecting the 50%, which means if it stays below the 50 to 60%, this can just be a continuation of a downtrend and go sideways. The 3 days overbought too. So it looks good, but there's also a death cross forming with the 800 SMA. It did break out. It definitely did break out. I just don't like how we're below the trend. And I also don't like how we have not crossed on the 9 and 21. Man, crypto is like, I don't know. Now, if we take our fib from the top to the bottom, it looks like we could come down to the 382. I'd be cautious on this one. If you're going to take the trade on it or get into a position, I would be it would have to break it back inside of the channel because it does have an inverse head and shoulder, but it is completely overbought. And technically, that is a bit lower than your actual inverse head and shoulder pattern. Okay, can I look at Tau? Sure thing, sure thing. Remember, guys, if you have a Twitch account and you are new, please go follow on Twitch. Open up the window, the Twitch window. It helps us out a lot. Just log in with your account and then play Twitch in the background, okay? And it does help us trend all over Twitch and YouTube, of course. So Tau, what was I doing here? Tau broke out. Guys, it looks like we're about to have a massive drop. So Tau did break out. It is ranging, which halving starts 12-10-25 on Tau. So now Tau is in accumulation. So I would set an alert right here on Tau at about 320 to 330. Because if it breaks out, it will take off. I don't like how the daily is oversold. I overbought. I also don't like the weekly on Tau. The weekly looks very, very bearish on Tau. But we did break out. So we're going to see what happens here. It could be a fake out. As long as we hold this range on Tau, we're okay. If it breaks down, we're not okay. If it breaks up, we're looking at a more valid breakout. The overall trend, though, is definitely down for sure. Wow, we're at over 2 hours, guys. I'm having fun. No, I'm not trading it either. Hard pass. I've learned my lesson and stick to small moves. Keep what works for you, right? But set an alert on Tau, because if it breaks through that range, you're going to get a pump. Even if it is a fake out and the weekly is on a downtrend, you're going to get a pump. Do not set an alert. So there we go. SPX was one that we looked at this morning. It is kind of going against the market-ish. Kind of. Back tested. I would say SPX is looking pretty good. However, again, this is the bounce of the trend now. So yes, we could potentially go to $1.24. But if anything, I'd be looking at about 95 cents on solar. Okay, so guys, with this giveaway, I will do it at the end of the live, but I forgot. I can't send money on the live because someone's going to give their contract number and all this jazz. And so whoever wins the giveaway, reach out to me at beastlimitless@icloud.com. Okay. So when I do this giveaway, small cash prize, not a lot, right? just to protect privacy. I rethought that one over. Okay, so we did have a bit of manipulation here, but we are still in accumulation into Tokyo. Now, I'm going to show you guys something right here. So again, I'm going to take off this channel. I'm going to take off this double top for one moment so we can actually see the chart. Why is there... Oh, triple top. Okay. Thank you, CJDV. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, you keep rejecting the downtrend here. So now this would be your new high. And all you're really doing is you're forming a rounded top, which should potentially roll over. Or this is just going to go sideways. Tim, check my phone. Okay, awesome. Tim, I'll check that out. Thank you, brother. I'll do that the next live. So pretty much how this random number generator thing is going to work, guys, is I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 100. Just so you guys know I'm not lying, I'm going to write it down in my notepad. Actually, I'm just going to open up on a separate window. Alan, I appreciate you, brother. It means a lot, man. Okay, random number generate. And because we hit 100 subscribers, guys, we are going to give away something. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Yeah, one guess per person. So 1 to 100. One guess per person. No, it's going to be a random number. It's going to be a random number. I was going to pick it, but it is going to be completely random. Like roulette. And guys, as we go up in subscribers and stuff like that, the number will get bigger, okay? But right now we're staying at 50. Okay. So you got about 5 minutes to say a number. And if you say 2 numbers, you're disqualified. This is going to make the algorithm go crazy. All right. We're almost at 110, guys. I appreciate y'all. Alma, how you doing? 3. I like it. 17 and someone else picked 33. What is interval? No, I'm just going to not mess with it. Okay, we've all got our numbers you guys picked. Let's see. I'll give everybody a couple more minutes. ET6. I like how you're posting that. All right. No more answers. Locked in. At 200 subscribers, we'll do another 50. Okay? Okay, who selected 3? Amma. You selected 3. Okay, that's pretty crazy. There you go, 3. Okay, so I will send you $50. Am I looking at all platforms? Just whatever's in the chat. It's all the platforms together in this streaming software. There you go. Yep, got the number dead on. So on Twitch. There you go. It's pretty fun. Cool. Awesome. Message me and I will get you your $50. I picked what? Bobby Hall and Dale Howard Chuck was 10. All right. Cool, guys. So a little fun thing to do, right? But back to crypto for a minute. We definitely should be going down here shortly. So in about 3 hours, guys, London is going to be open. And then you got to see what happens after that. But that MACD has crossed over on Bitcoin. I would not be going against it. All right. Okay, so we're going to be live tomorrow between 8 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. CST, Central Standard Time. Make sure you guys lock into the live in the morning, and then we'll be back tomorrow night between 8 p.m. and 8:30. I want to see the wins, guys, from our trade setups. To do that, make sure you join beastlimitless.com, mighty.beastlimitless.com. Okay? It is completely free, and it is our platform. And my rough take profit will be about 90,300-ish. If it breaks out, though, because you have a huge death cross with your 800, it could dump a lot more. We'll see you tomorrow, guys, and have a wonderful night. I appreciate you guys. Am I back in the broccoli trade? No, I'm not. I just am going for Bitcoin. Broccoli's too slow for me at the moment. And it hasn't broken this channel. It could continue to go down. But right now, well, everything's going to go down if Bitcoin goes down. The link doesn't open. Really? Just put mighty. What? It should open for you. Yeah, put mighty.beastlimitless.com. There you go. Don't put HTTPS. Yeah, obviously broccoli's coming down, but I'm going to ride Bitcoin. One of those links will work. Okay, I hope you guys all have a great day. Says your approval, still waiting approval for the website app. Okay, we'll let you guys in. Hope you guys are having a great night, and let's make some money trading, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning.